Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 33 of Socially Hawkward. Today we finished our top 20s list of the best players.
Yeah.
And today we are gonna, in the mad scramble to find content in the off season, we're gonna do some bold predictions today. With me today, I am Jason, your host, and with me are Jeffrey.
Hello.
And Coons.
You looked at me like you were going to say me first, and I got super excited. Because even when Jeffrey wasn't here, you did Jeffrey first. And I was very offended.
I've always been here. Thank you very much.
Huh?
Think
technically.
Think there you go. But there was one thing I wanted to say. Now I completely forgot. Continue on. It'll come back to me.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna get into the bold predictions. There's not really... Has there been any news that we've missed?
Rude. I mean, the only thing is NHL decided not to opt out of the CBA, so now it's up to the players.
Yeah, I feel like that's really just hey, it's not our fault type move.
Probably. Because let's face it, they're opting out.
I don't
They
know.
are.
We'll see. I'm optimistic about it. I guess I'll start since I have more than all you.
Yeah. Oh, the one thing I did want to say is we made the bet with the Panarin thing. We still haven't technically decided the consequences of said bet. So if we can come up with consequences for that today, I feel like today would be a good day for that.
Well, let's revisit the bet. The bet was...
I said Panarin gets 100 points or more. Jason said 90, I believe 90 or less.
And anything in between is a wash.
No, not a wash. It's a double loss.
Oh, both you lose.
I think that's
I
what
like
we
that even better.
established.
Okay.
Why, did you have something in mind for the
No, not at all.
punishment?
Not even a little bit.
Cool.
Actually, there was one thing, but I thought it was too far away to be worth it. I was thinking like there's one round where in next year's fantasy hockey draft where we draft for each other. Well, I'm like, that's too far away.
Yeah, that's a
It would have had to
far
be
payoff.
yeah. But I'm like, I thought that was a good idea, and then I'm like, but it would have been something reasonable. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're not doing it. It's too long of a payoff.
I mean, you got the whole season still. Like, the payoff's not going to be to the end of the season anyways.
I guess it would only be like
It'd only add
because the
maybe
season
2
would
months.
end in April, and then April, May, June, July, August, like 6 months. We'll see.
The only thing I could think of is loser shaves their beard.
No, I don't want to do that.
Well,
I don't
that's
think
why
either
it's
one of us
perfect
wants to do that.
That's why it's perfect.
That's
That
not
is,
to be trifled with.
I don't remember the last time I saw either of you without a beard.
That's because I was probably in high school.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I saw myself without a beard.
You can't do shave head because Jason already does.
I would be okay with that too. I would rather shave my head than my beard.
All right, well, Jeffrey, you have to shave your head. Jason would have to shave his beard.
Is that equal, though?
No,
it?
because I literally
Is that
just said
equal?
I'd rather shave my head, but I'm okay with it.
We'll find something, if that's not it.
Yeah, I wouldn't like shaving my beard at all.
Yeah, I
All,
don't
like,
want.
all the way? No.
Yeah, I can't do it. I don't even know if I have like a razor to do that anymore. Honestly,
I mean, I would just
You
do the
would.
lowest setting of my...
see, that's not clean shaven.
No.
I don't have any straight razors.
You do though for your head. I thought
I don't do that for my head.
Oh, that's low enough.
Yeah,
that's not like number one on your.
it's nothing on my... I take the whole set.
Yeah,
all
that's.
the,
I guess that's what
yeah.
I meant. I don't think mine would be that.
What kind of razor do you have?
Yeah, that's.
it's a very
impressive.
good one. Yeah, it's like you go to the salon and
This is
it's what they
very
use. It was expensive.
very audio friendly right now.
That's our first commercial.
What brand do you use? Anyways,
Con Air.
we'll if I mean I would think if
That's probably a Remington. Let's be real.
I use a whale.
wall or whale.
Wall.
Yeah, that's what I used to.
The whale.
Whale.
But again, I don't shave my head. But if you ever think at all during this episode, if one of us thinks of any idea, we just you stop everyone for you say just be like, hey, this is what we're doing, and then you offer an idea, and then we say no, and we move on.
Bold
That's what we're doing.
predictions.
Moving on.
Jason's first.
I can think of like
But-
having to do a solo podcast.
No, that hurts everyone. all three of us, and then the five of them.
Five of them being the listeners.
Yeah. Anyways, I feel like the proper transition here is I'm using that as one of my bold predictions, though, is Panarin scoring 100 points or more. I feel like that's a bold one.
Yeah.
Hence, bold enough to where you were willing to make a bet on. So
Yeah. I just don't see it going from having,
how many points did he score last season? Do we know?
I think it was like 80 something. 80.
I mean, it was close to 90, was it not?
It was in the mid 80s.
Okay,
Probably maybe 88.
What's one of your predictions, Jim? I mean, I'll look up the stat. We've already briefly talked about it, so I mean, there's no need to rehash the Panarin stat. Or
Well,
Panarin.
I'll start with one of my lesser ones, I guess. Mine is Pacioretty sets a career high in points.
Gross.
Pacioretty.
87 points for Panarin, by the way.
Yeah, I said 88. So
Okay. He played 79 games. So he was, 3 games, 13 points. There
there you go. Right there.
Gross. I don't like that. I don't think Pacioretty set a career high. What's it? Well, to be fair, what's his previous
I
career
was
high?
just looking that up. I want to say it's like 67.
Yeah, it's not as bold as I was originally thinking then. I was thinking like 90s, hitting the 90 mark, but
Let's see. His career
that'd be
high
insane for him.
is 67. Clearly, I looked this up.
Damn,
Not that long. And he's hit it twice. Both in Montreal, once in 2017 and once in 2015. But yeah, last year he had 40, and the year before that he had 37. It's really more about him staying healthy, I would think, because he only played 66 games last season.
I don't know. I mean, I just don't see him doing it. I really don't.
I just feel like
Hence why I
being
would
with
be
Mark
bold,
Stone and Stastny, that line having like a full year together, that's gonna really up his fantasy value.
I don't know. I don't really want. I honestly haven't thought about drafting him at all in any way, shape, or form. Like
I thought about him as a
What,
late round.
round 15. Because now, before we
him on
used
your
to do
bench.
22 rounds. What now we're doing 17, 18.
Now I believe it's
18.
18 rounds.
So what you draft
'Cause
like
we
round
added 2
15,
teams.
16?
You could draft him 18. I mean,
Can you?
I feel like you
I
can.
don't know. Is
I
he a
had
center
him-
too?
Yeah.
Uh,
I had him the last
value
couple of
there.
years, and he's been terrible. Well, when he had 30,
he's always
He's a center
one of
winger.
those waiver wire pickups.
Yeah.
He's
That's-
a center / winger.
Is he still?
Well, he plays the wing right now, so he might just be a winger right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Another one. I have Ottawa doesn't finish last in the league. That's my bold
I feel
prediction.
like
They do
that's
not
pretty
finish
bold.
last in the league.
That's actually pretty bold. Yeah,
Thoughts?
I don't see that happening.
As I punch the mic.
No, who finishes last then?
I think Detroit could definitely finish last.
Yeah, they didn't really add a
Anaheim,
whole
I feel
lot.
like, is a good team to finish
L.A.
last.
Kings.
LA.
No.
The thing about Ottawa is they have no expectations, so they can only exceed expectations. You know what I mean?
That could be the same thing for every team we just named, though.
No, like I fully 100% expect them to. I just as an expectation. They do have an expectation. I fully expect them to finish last, but they can't get any worse, so they can only surpass that.
I just could see them surprisingly not being the worst team in the league.
I mean, the worst team,
Especially with Brandstrom. Hopefully they play him regular
I don't know.
minutes
I
now.
don't think he'll. I don't think he makes the team this year. I think that's one more when he's 1 year removed. Because how old is he? 18, 19?
I have no idea.
I think they're not going to rush that.
I feel like they have the perfect
haven't-
team to just play their kids.
Who even mentors him on that team?
Shabbat, the other kid.
Oh, yeah, the 23-year-old.
I don't know how old Shabbat is.
I mean, I just looked it up. I don't know. Going off that trend, though.
Zaitsev can enter him.
No. Going off that note, one of my other, he's 22, Shabbat.
Jeez.
I thought he was at least like 24.
He's going to be good.
Man, he's old. Or young, I mean. He's young. I thought he was old. One of my other predictions, which should be no secret, is New York, the Rangers making the playoffs. And potentially, I almost would be willing to say winning one round.
Oof. Damn. Yeah, I don't see that. I'm on the opposite side of that.
Yours
that
is probably
like
you. Devils and...
No, I don't have that. No. I tried going really bold for mine.
I feel like Devils is just as bold as New York, but it's cool.
Which New York team do you think is going to be better?
Rangers. Fuck the Islanders.
You think the Islanders are going to suck this year?
I don't think they'll do as well as last year.
I don't think so.
I think Sabres, huh? No love for the Sabres?
No, not even. I don't think Stinner repeats that year. He's got his contract now. Plus, Eichel, has he had a healthy career thus far?
Yeah, he had a couple seasons. Yeah. It started off rough, but it's gotten a lot better lately.
Yeah.
That was another prediction that I was like thinking about is Eichel like scoring 100 points.
I have one that is
close to that.
Yes, crazier than that though.
Crazier.
It's my it's definitely my number one bold prediction.
Is it Matthews?
It has nothing to do with Matthews. It is.
I would say everyone's predicting that.
Predicting what?
Matthews will score 100.
No. I like it's Art Ross candidate for me.
Jesus. You're really all in on Panarin. Pick Panarin first round.
Oh my god.
No.
I had him on my team. Win the Art Ross.
I mean, I want him, but I he's one of those guys where I might just avoid drafting entirely so I don't pick him too early. Don't you have guys like that where it's like, you like him too much to trust yourself to draft him in the right frame? So it's just like,
somebody's going to reach on him.
Yeah, especially with one of our leads, like being all of us being mainly Hawk fans. It's
and
like,
we've been in this league for long enough to notice trends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Defensemen go early.
And notice like, this person likes this guy if he's coming up.
Yeah. You definitely have
That's what I'm more worried about. I'm more worried about you specifically knowing the guys I like.
Oh yeah,
and then picking them.
I did that with
picking them ahead of me,
and it failed.
Oh yeah, that one backfired big time.
You're welcome. I was not as high on him as you were, but after like 2 years of it, I'm like, he's actually pretty fucking good. And it was late too. It was a late pick still. It was like around 18 or something. I'm like, I'll pick him up.
Yeah, because I've been finding guys like that. Like I found Besser his rookie year.
Yeah.
I've been doing good with that.
Yeah.
So hopefully I could find another one this year.
Yeah, the few years I've done, the few guys I've picked when I've done it, it hasn't really panned out for me.
What's weird is it's usually Vancouver guys too.
Because I went with Nico Hischier the 1 year, his rookie year, thinking
his rookie year wasn't great.
I just knew he had the offensive talent, but obviously rookie year he didn't explode for those points. So and then Nolan Patrick I went with too.
Both that's right. Both those players I feel like could have a great year this year.
Yeah, but I won't do it. You can't make me. One question I have, going off topic even more, Gusev, is he?
I don't think I would even take maybe
round
last
18?
round maybe.
That's a huge dark horse candidate right
so
there.
It's probably stupid to say on a hockey podcast, but who's Gusev?
I don't blame you for not knowing.
No,
it's New Jersey.
He's from the KHL.
Yeah, he's 20.
He was for for Vegas, and then he got traded to New Jersey.
Yeah, he signed with.
They couldn't afford to sign him.
He didn't sign with Fate. Oh, how did that work? Did they already have his rights? How did they get his rights? I don't remember.
So he's a younger
player?
player?
Had an entry-level deal.
He's like the MVP. He was the MVP of that.
He's 24.
Is he that young? I thought he was older.
No, I think he's 24.
But he's from the KHL. I think he was the MVP this previous season, and he's just been doing well, so he's making the jump over.
Gotcha. He's like, he could either be a Panarin, or he could be Shipachyov. Is that the guy that? I think it was another Vegas guy. He came over and
Maybe.
went back. Or was that Dallas?
I don't know.
It might
off
have been
the top of my
Dallas.
head.
I don't know.
He
There's a
could
lot of-
potentially be someone great.
when
but-
they come from Russia, they're either going to be amazing or they're going to suck.
Terrible.
I mean,
there's only-
it's
there's only
size
two-
matters a lot, probably.
There's only two ways it goes with guys from Russia. They're either insanely good or they go back to Russia the next season.
I mean, Anisimov.
He was
like in betweenish.
I mean, coming
wasn't
from, the
terrible.
coming from the KHL.
Oh, you mean
though,
actually
like,
from playing there for a few years?
yeah, not drafted in the.
Yeah, I guess. But he plays for New Jersey now because the Vegas couldn't afford him, so they traded his rights to New Jersey, which was a great trade for New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's
It
definitely
could
worth
be.
taking a
Could
chance.
be a great
on.
trade.
I mean, they didn't really. I don't remember them giving up a whole lot. Anyways, what was the previous bold prediction? What was the last one we did?
Pat, you ready?
No, it was Ottawa.
The first one.
It was Ottawa.
No, I did New York after that.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the last one.
Yep.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
How do we? What happened there? Somehow we ended up on fantasy
Hence,
hockey.
New Jersey. I got my next two kind of go together. I wouldn't say go together. They're just as concerns the same team. Let's start with Toronto wins a round.
That's ballsy.
I should have said beats Boston. That would have been better.
Yeah.
I don't think they will though. I don't think they'll play Boston in the first round. So I think Toronto wins a round.
So you think Toronto gets in on the second or third seed?
I think Toronto gets second seed and the Panthers get the third seed, and Toronto beats the Panthers.
Ooh, interesting.
That leads to my bold prediction, which is more of an unpopular
I already know it.
opinion.
You guys are just going off of our power rankings.
No, I mean, if you listen to it, you already know what I'm going to say, but Florida's not going to make the playoffs. They're not going to be
There's
good.
no way they'll definitely make the playoffs.
That's just that's my prediction.
I refuse to ever live in that world where you're
yeah,
right on
I don't
this.
see that either.
You're about to.
I mean, the only way I see them not making the playoffs is if they
Suffer a huge
are like
injury
right
or something.
there. They're like
Yeah,
they're the first team out.
I would think like if Bob just gets hurt or just something crazy like that.
Or it's just a transition year for Quenneville.
Yeah, but still to go. I mean,
That's usually what happens is a team gets overhyped and then they're just not. They might catch on late, but I think it'll be too late. And I don't think they make it.
would saying Tampa Bay wins the President's Trophy be a bold prediction?
No,
It'd
it'd be quite the opposite.
They got knocked out by Columbus. They got swept.
After saying like having a record season,
I'm just saying that you can almost see the
saying they
logic
don't make
there.
the playoffs would be a bold prediction.
You can almost see the logic there.
No,
though.
you can't though. No, you can't.
You can though.
Tell me that's not one of yours.
No, I was just curious.
My other Toronto related one is. You ready?
Okay,
You ready for
so
this one?
negative for Matthews or positive for Tavares? Oh no, it might be Marner related.
Nylander outscores Marner.
In this scenario, is
Damn.
Marner on the team
I mean,
Does it
Marner
matter?
might join the team,
eventually?
but later.
Yeah,
And Nylander has a bounce back year.
it's still insane to me that it's not like it's just one restricted free agent. It's like and it's not even just one good one. It's like there's like
Every
eight
amazing
good ones.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot. I don't even know anymore. Like you can tell me a name, I'd be like, oh yeah, I didn't even know. Like
We went over this last
Yeah,
podcast. We started naming them.
it's just like what? Like McAvoy's surprise. Every time I think of them, I'm like, damn, I forgot again.
yeah,
It's insane. to me.
McAvoy and Carlo. They have both of them to sign.
Yeah, it's still
Same thing with Winnipeg. They have two to sign. Connor and Laine.
Yeah, and no way all of them to stay with their respective teams. There's no way. One of them has to sign elsewhere or get traded or something.
I look
There's
at
too
Winnipeg.
many of them. There's too many of them for all of them to stay.
I look at Winnipeg
too
just
many.
because they don't have enough cap space for
They
it.
seem to be in the tightest cap crunch, and there's two of them. And yeah,
How many do you think will hold out?
I don't
And
know.
not
how
sign.
many
They're
there-
all
I
holding
tr-
out though.
Yeah,
That's the crazy
as of
part.
right now, it's all. But how many of them start the season in the NHL?
Oh man,
and
once
don't?
training camp opens, I think Point will sign.
Yeah,
sure.
I don't think Point definitely start. I can see Marner holding out till throughout the season, not throughout the entire, but like not starting the season.
I could see Point signing. I could see Werenski signing, and I could see Kachuk signing.
Carlo and McAvoy, I
don't
can
know.
see signing.
I don't know.
Lonnie and Connor are a huge question mark for me. But I don't even, like I said, I don't know how many there are. Like, again, I don't, off the top of my head, I could not tell you.
I think we hit all the main ones, though.
This is teasing, so I bet you there's at least one you're missing.
I'm trying to think now. I wish
I'm going to Calf friendly right now.
I was going to just look at a list of teams.
Apparently, I didn't even see this. Anthony
Bavillier?
Yeah, he signed.
he signed
Thank God you
a
said
while
that.
ago.
I don't know what I was going to say for that last name.
Anthony Bavillier?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Let's see. We're in Jimmy Schultz for Vegas, whoever the hell that is. Besser. Didn't say him.
I think he'll sign pretty quick, though.
Kempe for LA is not huge, but it's knowable for them. Provorov. Rantanen. We didn't say Rantanen.
Oh, I think Rantanen will sign, though.
Konechny.
Provorov and Konechny, yeah. Philly's another one that has a tough time.
D'Angelo for New York is kind of like he's a good prospect for them.
I don't see how he could hold out, though. Like, he hasn't really done anything in the NHL yet.
I don't know.
All these other ones have.
There's
been in
27 on this list, but that's all of them that are like the big ones. Fiala, I guess, if you want to consider him. Perlini, not huge, but Hawks related.
This is so weird.
How many
It's
reports
so
have you
weird.
like? How long have you been seeing stuff like they're working on it? They got them.
Yeah, most of the stuff I see recently though is like, how could they possibly be that far off? He's gonna make, like maybe he can't make more than $2 million. Like, there's no way he makes more than $2 million. What could he possibly be asking for that they don't want to give him?
I don't know. They're probably just really trying to like maybe they're actually being smart for once instead of like being like, you want an extra $500,000, take it. Maybe they're actually like pinching pennies and like, no, we really need to save that $200,000. Like, you're gonna have to meet us here.
It's just a weird player to start that with. I would start that with Strome.
I don't know, because Strome, you don't want to lose Perlini. It's like you don't want to lose him either, but out of those two guys, it's like, yeah, if we lost Perlini, it's like, that kind of sucks. But
with Strome, it'll matter. With Perlini, it doesn't fucking matter.
No.
That $200K is not going to matter.
I think it'll matter. I think any money you can save right now helps.
Well, I only got one more bold prediction.
So let's not do that. I have one bit. The other one, I have two left. Well, three technically, but two go hand in hand.
Jesus.
I need another beer, please.
I know.
One is two that go hand in hand is Pittsburgh missing the playoffs, but also Crosby scoring less than 82 points.
Ooh.
Going under a point per game.
Because of injury? Oh, going under a point per game, though.
Oh, no.
Under a point per game is a whole different thing.
No, you're right.
That would be bold. I think missing the playoffs isn't that bold.
No, missing playoffs under, not point per game, I should say. I'm thinking just under 82 points. Under a point per game if you, like, no, I'm not even going to say under a point per game.
Under a point per game in
just
the season.
under 82 points. Under 82 points. Because what I'm thinking is even when he gets injured, he normally scores over 82 points. So I'm not saying he's going to get, like, injured and miss half the season, but, like, he might miss, like, 10 games or so. You know what I mean? And that will be enough. And he's just, that team, I don't see it. I don't know. I think this will be the year where it's like, oh, shit.
Does that mean you think Malkin plays better?
No, I think
because of it?
No,
or you
I think that entire team,
they're
just, it's just one of those years, like, I don't know.
I guess.
I mean, the Hawks they kind of went through it, but they didn't go as severe as the Hawks did. Like, the 1 year the Hawks made the playoffs and they lost to Phoenix in the first round. I think it was Phoenix then too. It might have been Arizona. Who the fuck knows? But I don't know. Was that 2011? I think it was 2011.
Yeah, I think so.
But that's one of the ones I have.
2011, 2012, one of the two.
Yeah, it's one of those two. I think
So
2012 might be Vancouver though.
How many you guys have left?
I have one.
I got one.
Just one? I'll say mine now. My other one kind of includes Florida now. It's going to be that the Hawks will not beat Quinville wherever he goes. It's the Quinville curse.
I'm okay with that. That wouldn't surprise me either. I'm trying to think now how well the Hawks do against Bob. I think the Hawks normally do okay with against Bob, though, so I'm actually... There was another one I considered. I guess I kind of have one more besides my big one.
Well, just spit it out then.
How many do you have left, James?
That's it.
That's it. You didn't really have any besides Florida. I guess Florida missing playoffs would be the biggest one you had.
I guess I could say Bob will have a bad year.
Jesus, we get it.
You asked. I don't know what to tell you.
No, one of mine is Laner not necessarily winning the Vesna, but being a Vesna finalist again 2 years in a row.
Jesus, I don't see that.
I'm thinking Crawford he's not healthy. And
see, I was gonna.
One
of mine would have been the opposite.
I honestly, because you can see it going either way.
Yeah, Crawford has a healthy season, and he just end up trading Laner.
I can see that, but I'm leaning more towards Crawford. He never fully gets back, and Laner just brings him to the playoffs. And
say Crawford's healthy and back to normal, and putting up great stats, playing the majority of the games. And you're at the trade deadline.
Ooh, that's
do
tough.
you trade Laner? Or do you still keep him and just hope?
I was just thinking that too.
Well, Laner's... Well, I guess they're both their contracts. I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know. I truly don't. What are you trading for is my question.
Whatever you need. Like, say you're in the playoffs you need...
If you're only trading...
I guess it kind of depends if you're like making the playoffs at that point too, though.
It depends if you want to make the playoffs too. Or if you're looking more towards the
they want to make the playoffs. I think all the moves they made in the offseason mean they want to make the playoffs.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, and that's because that only if you trade Laner, that's what, $5 million?
$5 million.
And then Crawford $6 million. Like you can't get a whole, and they're gonna be right up with the cap, so you can't really.
That $5 million is a lot, though.
It's a lot, but what player?
A lot more than what they usually have.
Let's say at that deadline, they're whichever one. Let's say Crawford's doing so well that he at that moment in the season he's looking like he can be a Vesna finalist.
It'd have to go to a team that needs a goalie, obviously. It's like a Carolina. One of their
exactly.
defensemen.
And what are they giving up?
Falk, rental for rental. That defenseman tough. Puts you over the top.
That's tough. I don't know. And it's scary because if you trade Crawford... Because Crawford, I feel like, is more likely to stay than Laner is.
Crawford's a lot older, though. Crawford's, 34?
Yeah, he's
Laner's 28.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
That's tough. Yeah, I don't know. And it depends on how much you trust Delia, because what if you trade Crawford and then Laner does well enough to where he warrants he can get a decent, better contract elsewhere and he ends up leaving? Like, then what? Like... You got Dealey as your star, and who is your backup? Gravel or whatever his name is.
Gravel.
Yeah, that guy. Or Lanigan. I think it's the other one.
Lincoln?
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember. It's something like that. I don't know. That's tough. Who do you think is the biggest player to be moved at the deadline? Like, just literally, like, spitball and regret later.
Carlson?
No.
From San Jose?
No one will take that contract.
He just signed that. He's not going. Plus, he probably has no movement. It'd have to be someone with, like, a year or two left. I mean, I'm not expecting you to know it's that, but...
That was just my guess. I don't know.
There's just no way.
Teams that,
Subban? He's traded again.
Did Pavelski get a no move?
I don't know.
Because I can see Pavelski.
That just made me think of something else, too.
If they're out of it, or Jamie Benn. Like, I'm feeling Dallas being out of the playoffs.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Jamie Benn.
Yeah, not knowing the specifics of the contract.
They probably have no moves, though.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm sure Jamie Benn has a no move.
Now that you mentioned Pavelski, though, one of the ones I considered, I completely forgot about, was saying Pavelski gets like 90 points.
See, I was going to say the opposite. Again, I was thinking like Pavelski gets like 40 points or 50. Like, just underwhelms.
I wanted to say more than 90, but I'm like, no, I'll stick with 90 seems like a good number for him. So I have one big one left that is going to be pretty big, but you have one left too. I'm wondering, who do you think's going to have, like, asking tunes, me and Jason have one big one left. I think mine's pretty big. Jason, what does yours have to do with?
I think mine, Mine has to deal with 4 teams
Mine has to deal with
and the playoffs.
the award at one of the awards. Who wins one of the awards?
I say we go yours. Let's go
Yeah,
yours.
you've
Who
been
do you
building
think-
yours up.
Who do you
a little
think yours
bit.
is going to be? You're more shocked by though.
More shocked by
Yeah, like
the way
Just
you've been building it
curious.
up? I think we should end with yours.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say. Oh, end with mine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay, so mine is
I was about to say mine.
mine is Arizona and Vancouver both make the playoffs. Calgary and San Jose do not.
That's pretty big. I think mine's. I don't know. It's tough. I think mine's less likely to happen. Let's put it that way.
So you think Vancouver and Arizona beating out Calgary and San
Although
Jose is...
mine would kind of go with one of yours. If mine happens, one of yours teams definitely happens.
Yeah, Pedersen
God.
winning something.
Art Ross.
You have what?
Pedersen getting the most points in the league.
I like that. I
guess
like
a
that
little soon
prediction.
for that one.
Yeah, but
Still.
if that happens, Vancouver's probably in. To
So
be fair.
Jeffrey's picking Pedersen early.
Yeah.
I would love to have Pedersen, but I don't think I'll get him.
Yeah, I just can't. I don't
That's what I'm saying. Like stuff like that.
How far do you have to fall for you to be like, okay, taking him?
That's what I'm saying. And with like, especially
Fourth
with
round?
you, like he's definitely on everyone's radar, obviously. But I feel like you and even me, because I liked him a lot too.
You gotta worry about Dad too. He
He
likes
has the
to
magazine.
pick.
You gotta
yeah.
get
I
the
got it.
magazine.
I got back. I got
I'm
back.
photocopiing that right
But
now.
he likes to
Picture.
pick those young kids. Though.
Yeah, he likes to have a young.
he likes to go
team.
young, very heavy on the young
Yeah.
kids.
Ah, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, do you just bite the bullet and just be like, just not even think until you like just happen to look at me like, oh, he's still available, or do you?
I think that's one that I would wait on.
You don't trust yourself on?
I don't think I would.
Because if you try and plan it out, you're gonna try getting them too early.
Right. There's one player that I know that I want to pick at a certain point.
Well, I don't want to know who that is.
No, I'm not gonna
I
tell
know.
you.
I just really want to know who that is.
But that's the only thing I've really been thinking about. Everyone else is just like, okay, I want this position around here. I want this position here.
Yeah, I haven't honestly thought about it too much. There's one, the Vasilevsky's the one who I think I have to just not draft because 2 years in a row I've gotten him, 2 years in a row I've won. So it's just like I really want him, but I'm like, no, don't do it. It's a trap.
You'd have to take him second round.
I took him like 4th round last year.
Yeah, you'd have to take him second round.
That was way too early for me. I said goalie
I feel
late.
like everyone's
goalie
going to be
late.
going for him now.
Oh my god, I can't do it.
I won't be. I'll be waiting on goalie.
I tried.
I do that every year, and
I
it
did.
backfires.
I did the
I
first
know.
time I took him, and somehow I got him. Don't know how. And then last year, I don't know if I just drank a lot before we started doing the draft or what
Did
it
you have
was.
4 like double IPAs.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had,
Yeah, you did.
yeah.
You had a lot to drink. I don't know why I remember
The
that.
diversity is coming up. Yeah, I just remember looking at my phone like he's still available. I think it's like the 10th round or something, and then I clicked and it's like round 4 or something. I'm like, oh, that's why. Worked out though.
It's like, do you think he's definitely the first goalie off the board?
I mean, yeah, he has to be. I don't see why.
With our group, though.
How early do you think Crawford goes? In our
No,
group?
I don't. That think everyone knows
about
now.
it. Okay.
Although that wouldn't like how we since
I
we're
took
doing
him last year.
Since we're doing
And I traded him
daily
to Des.
now, like
Great
going with
trade, by the way.
going with a Crawford Laner combo, not a terrible idea.
I thought about that. I thought
Well,
like,
you
but
go,
you,
like,
have, you
10th,
still have to
11th?
pick Crawford early though. That's why earlier
you?
than you would want to.
You could probably go Laner first and then wait on Crawford.
No, I think you have to. Go
No, I
Crawford
think you still have
first.
to go Crawford
Really?
first. I still feel like everyone will pick Crawford over Laner.
Although if people are looking at the stats, I think like Laner's
Us
someone
big
like
Blackhawks fans.
Yeah.
Laner's someone will have to. Well, I think like Jill will grab him or something. I'll tell you who Mom's not picking.
Yeah,
Rask,
Rask, yeah.
both of them. She was disappointed by both. Yeah, Rask is he's a great goalie. Don't get me wrong, I like him a lot.
he heats up at the second half of the season.
He's the-
First
one of the
half,
reasons-
he definitely doesn't do well.
One of the reasons why I won the first, well, not this year, but the previous year before that, is because she dropped him, and I'm like, I'll go with the fucking vet. And that's the year I was rocking one goalie like all year. I was just Vasilevsky, and then she dropped him. I'm like, I'm gonna make room for him, and I picked him up.
I
and
remember
just-
that because I looked at him too.
You can't really go one goalie this year
No, you have to go two.
It has to go two.
Yeah, you can't do the one goalie
because we're doing
strat.
daily this year.
Yeah. You gotta have a 2 goalie strat.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I this year worries me. I have no plan, which doesn't scare me, but at the same time, like with 2 more teams, 14 teams we have. That's insane.
I know. But how many? You said what?
18 rounds
18
instead of 22.
rounds. How many less players?
It's like 12, I think the math came out. Or 12. It's 12, 14, or 18. It's one of those two. I remember it was an even number in the teams.
Yeah. I think shortening the draft was a good idea because they already go like 3 hours.
It's not even about the length of the draft.
The players.
It's just, it's the pool that's available.
Yeah.
Like, it was at the point where it's like, if it's a point where of all of us, like, me and Jason aren't even sure who to go anymore, it's just like, I want it to go to a point where it's like, I want it to be available to people who don't know enough to where, like, you can use, like, whoever's top whatever position list and make it through at least, like, 99% of it. Maybe do one round but I remember the first year, it was just like, we had to go, like, way off the list. It's like, they're not even on this list anymore.
We had, like, a whiteboard of top 200
That
or
was
something.
rough, man.
Yeah.
I do prefer doing that way. I think it's more fun.
It's definitely a better atmosphere.
Yeah, it's more of an experience.
It's more inclusive.
It's everyone talking, and people get annoyed, but that's part of the fun.
Everyone definitely enjoys all the info you get from Yahoo, though.
I'm not changing it, but I do think that it was more fun that way.
Yeah.
It was more of an event than just being in the same
Let's
room.
hang out on our phones the whole time.
Yeah. So and it's just like, whose turn is it? It's like, who picked this? It's like, you kind of look up, like, where are you? And
I mean, we can still do the board.
Yeah, it's
do the big board.
I feel like with 2 minutes per pick maths, you can't, though.
It'd be tough.
We're not going to we're doing this in Chicago, too.
Oh, are we?
Pretty sure. I don't think Mom wants to do it here.
Oh, I didn't know that. I had no clue.
I mentioned that. Oh, maybe I didn't mention it to you, I guess.
No,
I don't know. I know.
I'm going to want to take the next day off work then.
Well, it's on a Saturday.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we're doing it
on a work Sunday, so.
Yeah. That's why I didn't think it would be a big deal.
Yeah, I'll probably take Saturday off too, though, then.
Well, I work
Depending
Saturday.
on what time we get down. Oh, really?
Yeah. I work till like 5 as of right now. I might leave like an hour early.
When are we doing it? How close is it?
What?
When are we doing
September 14th?
14th?
Like 2 weeks away, yeah.
I can't believe it's September already.
Oh, dude.
Jesus, what happened
So
to
you work till what time?
But he works and Nicole works.
Yeah.
That's the...
Oh,
Nicole
okay.
is going to be... Because you don't really know what time you get
I'll
off
be
when you
here.
drive. We're getting off topic.
Yeah. Anyways, there is one other thing I wanted to talk about. I don't know how long it'll last. It doesn't have to be long, but I don't pay attention to football. Me and Jason don't like football. Coons we try not to talk about it. we try not to hate him too much for it. But I still will see big headlines, and I saw Andrew Luck retired at the age of I think it was 28, 29.
29, I'm pretty sure.
Just damn. Like that, and he's supposed to be a top 5 quarterback or something.
They were
that.
favorites to win the Super Bowl this year.
Were they? If he was healthy,
yeah.
And he gave up he had 3 more years left on his contract or 4 more years. He gave up $60 million in guaranteed money.
Yeah,
that's not even all the money he could have gotten. That just, I feel like that's insane. I tried after that happened. I'm trying to think do hockey players do that? And if so, I mean, no one really in sports does it. But because he could have kept playing. It's just he had. Did he have other things going on behind the scenes? Maybe, possibly, because I saw a highlight reel for him. But even in this highlight reel, he's getting hit constantly. That guy was on his butt every freaking highlight of him I saw.
That poor guy.
Yeah, I guess their offensive line.
I never looked.
I was just curious because it was making me think. But he could have kept playing. He was supposedly not. I don't think he was participating in training camp, but from what I saw, he was expected to play.
Yeah, he was. That was a surprise retirement.
Yeah,
nobody knew about that. Even the coaches and backup quarterback didn't know till the day before.
Supposedly the management knew it was an option though.
Then maybe it was just the backup quarterback who is now the starter.
Yeah,
I read an article about it or something.
But I was just trying to think if that's happened, or even not if it's happened, but I'm trying to think if that were to happen now, who would be the one to do it? I just feel that he's made his money. He doesn't need to work another day in his life, as long as he wasn't stupid and spending $1 million a day. He's fine to retire. It's just you don't see people do that at the age of 28, 29. Being especially how good he was, and It's not like he was showing signs of regression from my
Being
understanding.
owed so much money too.
Like just having guaranteed money, being one of the top quarterbacks that's the position that is considered to be most valuable. That's like Crosby, I would think, retiring right now.
That's the name that popped in my head too.
Probably, I don't know.
But he's older though.
Yeah, but that's
Isn't Crosby like 33,
I'm just thinking
34?
like you think centers in hockey are like treasured.
Goalies, you would think.
Goalies? Would that be more like
Bob?
No, I don't like it. I don't know.
Age-wise, Crawford's too old though. It wouldn't be
Yeah,
Crawford, but he's the injuries thing.
I feel like the age things.
But he only has one more year left on his contract, so it's not the same.
I feel like 28, 29, like that needs to be a requirement. I don't know. It just made me think like, can you even see that happening?
See, I was thinking Malkin, just because he just goes to play in the KHL.
But he's old. He's too old.
But he's older too.
Doughty, but no, Doughty hasn't really dealt with. Unless he just signed that contract.
I had someone I forgot.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
I can't
just
think of it now.
something you don't see too often.
Tavares.
Such an early retirement like that. I mean,
He's still 30?
center.
31?
I feel like I guess the position doesn't matter as much, but I mean he's considered to be up there in terms of skill, obviously.
Ryan O'Reilly. He was saying recently, or before he got traded, he was saying how he doesn't love the game anymore. He doesn't want to play anymore.
Really?
So he won a cup now.
I feel like
he's done.
Luck is better in his sport than O'Reilly is at his, but
yeah,
that'd be a huge. That'd be a shocker.
Don't tell that to fucking NHL fans now.
That's insane.
Insanely overrated.
I don't know. This is something I thought about that I thought was interesting. Like, you just don't see it happen, and that's surprising that it did. Like even I was surprised. And I'm like, I don't watch football. I don't know.
But you've heard of Andrew Luck.
Yeah, I know of Andrew Luck. I know he's supposed to be done. I know he's dealt with, I know he's been an injury-prone-ish person. Well, I think that about does it for this one, unless you guys have any last-second things you want to mention or want to have anything else on the
No, I think I hit it on Florida enough. I think I'm good.
Seriously.
And then you want to bash Huberdeau or Barkov at all?
No, you already did.
Blad. I mean, they signed Strawman to that contract, so
yeah, that's a thing if you want to mention that. But no, I'm good.
I'm sure there's someone else I didn't think of. Jason, anything?
No, I don't have anything.
All right. Well, you can follow us on Twitter at Socially Hawkward, knowing the ward, and on Instagram at Socially Hawkward19. And feel free to leave a comment on either of those platforms or on YouTube even. Otherwise, we will be back next week. Bye.